Everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I want to talk about something a little bit different. Obviously, I do traffic hurricane. I do power lead systems. I'm part of the Axis Elite business as well. And I've done traffic monsoon in the past, and I've done very well in all the businesses. The very first business I really came into that I really excelled in was a business called Instant Payday Network, which is really where I started at. And then shortly after, I started an automated wealth network, and that's really where I really grew a lot. I got a lot of followers, and and really went big into business. But what I learned, y'all, is right from day one when I found a business that I believed in, that I did not need the perfect ad. I think a lot of people think that you've got to, be perfection, or these marketers stuff. How do they do that and stuff like that? What I learned is when I started getting really high results, people just assumed that whatever ad I was doing must have been magic or something, and it wasn't. The number one thing I learned, and I learned this the first week I got an online business, and I was in a really good Facebook group that really motivated me in the right direction to apply action. And that's, y'all, honestly, that's why I've got Action Taker Success Group. That's why I called it that, because action's the number one thing that people don't do, and it's the number one reason for failure in online business is people don't apply action. In my honest opinion, they sign up and do nothing, and that's the number one way you're going to fail right from the get-go. Motivate people, y'all. Do some videos. Tell things that you believe in your business. You'll have people writing comments up there. Here's little motivational things. It's something I thought of. I use Canva to make this with, y'all. It's real simple. To come over here, type in what I need. I need an arrow. I'll type in arrow if I want to, whatever I want, I can use just from over here and put it all together. And you've got really very nicely done pages. This beautiful page right here, right? This shows off all my, not all of them, some of my landing pages and my proof of income, stuff like this pops off the page. It's beautiful. This is the way I actually give people for hitting 100, ad pack milestones, 200 ad pack milestones. This car right here, you guys check this thing out. It is a demolition car. I put the 200 on the side. It was like 212 or something like that. So I took that off, so it said 200. And I wrote a big article up on it for, my Facebook group. And people enjoy stuff like that. It's a good way of motivating the people in my group. The business here kicks ass. That's what it means, the honest truth. And this was from my proof of income from just a little bit ago, maybe about 15 minutes ago. It did not take long to build that, right? But what I want to show y'all is, while a lot of y'all are out there looking for the perfect ad, what most people really want, y'all, is sincerity. They want somebody who believes in their business, that is going to tell you things that they've learned in the process, what the business has meant to them. Meant to you. You know what I'm saying? That's why reviews work so well, because people want to know what you think about it. They want to know, the gist of the business, and that's why reviews are always near the top. When you start looking videos and stuff of that nature. So, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with having a really good slick ad, about like the one I showed you here. Let's see this one. It's not a bad ad. You might not be able to see all of it. Let's see if I can't blow it up a little bigger than this here. There you go. It grabs attention. That's what I wanted on Facebook, was to grab a lot of attention right here. I actually had put in, this was a picture of me making 13,000 in 30 days to my Payza account. And I used it for a while, but I don't know. I just thought it'd be really nice to start bringing this into it. Something I learned a while back is, when traffic exchanges are real heavy and they're big, people may not know what the business is, but they sure know what a traffic exchange looks like. So there's a big tip right here, y'all. Even though they may not know which one it is, they know it is a traffic exchange. So sometimes people automatically assume something, or they just don't want any part of it. So you could have something great, but they couldn't get over this vision right here. Well, I've been on Facebook now promoting for a little while, and I love Facebook for Traffic Hurricane calls it's free to sign up to. So if people come in here, all I'm really trying to do, y'all, is show them the big picture, show them what I think about the business, and get them in the Facebook group so they can see not just me but other people. And that's the mindset behind this. It's very, very simple. It's the game plan and my game plan of what I do, with the people. I've got two different game plans. I don't want to get them mixed up. Game plans for building ad packs for your business, but this game plan is what am I supposed to be hammering at? Where am I putting my attention at? My attention, y'all, is when somebody comes through somewhere like here, is number one, sign up, it's free to do. Number two, friend me on Facebook. Number three, I'll personally welcome you into the Facebook group. You need to be in this group. This is a great place to be. And I want them to fall into that guideline in that area. 1, 2, 3, just like that. One to the next to the next. And somebody contacts me, that's great. But don't expect me not to have the link telling you, look, y'all, you need to go ahead and sign up. Even if you don't understand this, go ahead and sign up. I hammer at that so much that makes my ratios really ridiculously high, because a lot of people are not interacting. You're not involved with the person. They don't even know who you are because you're hiding behind a funnel and a autoresponder email. To be honest, if now I love Power Lead Systems. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's how I made all these. That's gorgeous pages right here, y'all. I think they are beautiful landing. I got 19 landing pages total. I got videos in them. Got all sorts of things. Got video games in it. Got He-Man in one of them. A couple of things. Full videos. But I can tell you, you are still the business. It's you. If Power Lead Systems was down for a week, I would still be getting out with YouTube videos with just a straight sign up link, because I realized that people join people. It's that connection between you and them that they want and need. And so many people are taking that out, and you're struggling, and you're saying, okay, I'm just going to buy a crap load of advertising, spend thousands of dollars, and I don't spend any. And I really Traffic Hurricane, I get paid to promote my business. Y'all understand that, right? I mean, do you really grasp this right here? Let me refresh this real quick. Okay, look at that. I just got paid. Okay, now listen to this, y'all. I got 226 ad packs, about to have 227. I grew 115 ad packs in the last 30 days, right? Okay. At just 200 ad packs right here, at this right here, this is a good $21, $22 a day. Probably about $22 a day, somewhere in the ballpark. I'll be at 230 before the day's over. It's still early now. Okay, so let's say $23 a day times 30 days. Let's see, it's 230, that's 3, it's 600. That's $690 a month that I'm getting paid to promote my business here by just my ad packs alone. You understand that's 9% I could pull out of this. Our $226 a day average, somewhere in the ballpark, about $1 a day per ad pack, that I'm making here at Traffic Hurricane, that I could pull 9% every day nonstop. So I'm not lying when I say I'm literally getting paid at a 9% yield I could put in my pocket about $690. Understand, I'm going to grow a lot before the month is over. It's going to be a lot more than that. All my bills altogether, y'all, is about $1,100. That takes care of half of it right by itself. At 226 ad packs, it's putting me right in the ballpark of paying half of every bills I've got. Okay. Now promoting right here, I make about 150 a day, somewhere in the ballpark. It's going to start growing a lot more because I'm getting a little bit more out to people than I used to. 150 a day, y'all. That's more than enough to pay all my bills right by itself, or these two together. And then you add my Power Lead Systems into it, y'all. My Power Lead Systems, I average for about a year, I did 900, 1,100 a week. Right now, I'm doing about 700 a week, somewhere in the ballpark. It fluctuates sometimes. But I've made as much as about $1,800, $1,822 in 1 week, every week. And to me, this is a no-brainer. If you think about this, y'all, I'm getting paid to promote my business here, which is Power Lead Systems, what I'm promoting, and the funnel itself. I want people to know that we've got, the answer, I think, to traffic hurricane is sitting right here. So I got this banner here made for it, and I got this one for here. And I literally show people, how many active members I got and things like that. But are you using the best funnel for it? It has 76 active, $6,300, $13,000 I've created in my traffic hurricane business. Want more active members? This is me getting paid over 500 times. I've been paid over 600 times now since I made this funnel. This banner. And this is one of my checking account where I've got 54,000 showing in the bank, and I keep over 50,000 in it. Been free from a job for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So I really think this is a pretty good banner. Grabs attention, does what I want it to. This is a little bit more personal. I literally use these as more like storyboards than I do anything else. If you look at this, y'all, it really, they grab attention, but it's about observing the masses and doing the opposite. This works for me. This grabs me a lot of attention. Out of the two ad packs I bought late last night, I've only got 4 clicks left here, and these are entirely gone. Look at that, 2,262 clicks, 1,221 clicks, 1,114 clicks. These are clicks to people that are now looking at this funnel that I've created with all the landing page sales pages. Okay, I don't want to get too sidetracked here, y'all. The whole point is, don't think you got to have a perfect ad, because you don't. I could take something like this right here. This is me posting in my Facebook group, Action Takers, to motivate people, right? You know what is better than not having a job, not having to worry about any bills, and spending from birthday to birthday every year, every day with my little boy? Nothing. Do your business, build it big, and don't quit. Yes, it's worth it. You have never seen anyone take so many vacations as me and my son do in the summertime. Watch. This is what living is for. Enjoy every day. Never taking it for granted. With your loved ones, get this done. To be honest, y'all, I could take this, add my link right here, and maybe put one more sentence in it and run with it in open groups. That's the honest truth. Now, is it going to work? I tell you what, this is what I've learned. You put respectful things that really mean something, you get respectful people. Ain't that weird? That's how it works. A lot of times you'll get seniors. These are not the 18 to 20-year-olds who are in the online business who thinks they're supposed to try something for maybe a month at most and then go to something else and call it a scam. These are not those kind of people. These are the people you're looking for. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want to find just massive numbers of low IQ people, throw money on your crotch, take a picture of it, and say, ask for information, and you're done. Because that's what half of them are doing. They're idiots, to be honest, on Facebook. And I don't know which is worse: the idiots posting the pictures of them on their crotch, throwing money up there, or the ones who click the link or ask for information. Because one, it can't be no better than the other. It's the honest truth. So, in my opinion, rise above it. Go to the next level. What is the next level? Telling people what you think about your business. Be sincere about it. Write something that means something. And then watch what happens. And listen, just because you've done that doesn't mean it'll always work, but you're going in the right area, y'all. Absolutely. Now, once you've got momentum going, and you've got some momentum, not every ad you want to be is going to be touchy-feely. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Then try other ones. Then you got a rotation. You got about 3-4 different ads that really work. But, I use my phone, and I use a different Facebook account, to be honest. I keep it separate because several reasons. Number one, if something ever happened to this account where I couldn't post to my groups because I was in Facebook jail or something stupid, and I haven't been that well over a year and a half. It's been a long time since I've been in Facebook jail. But I've seen people that didn't even really post in groups, and they'd still wind up, getting Facebook jail. Well, I figured out how to avoid it for the most part. I'm really good. But I would rather know I'm not posting in groups at all except my own to motivate people. And all my people here connected are in my business. Every one of these, y'all, connected with me. That's what I'm saying. So I want to keep that one clean and separate. Then I've got one for just posting, okay? And all I do is group post. And I tell people, look, y'all, when you go through the funnel, go ahead and frame me on that account because, and I tell them I use this one mainly just for posting, group posting. Let them know that. because I may go, 3 or 4 days without posting at all in my Facebook account. I have people sitting there waiting, waiting for me to answer back, or something like that. I've gotten over, I think I've got about 1,500 friends on my other Facebook account, and this one here has got over 2,000, about 3,000 friends or something like that, somewhere pretty close to it. But the number one thing I also seen is that if people see me posting in groups with what I'm doing, a lot of times when I've got that account over here, the one I'm talking about I use for just posting, I'm learning. I'm trying things. I want to see what happens. It's just like I said just a minute ago about this account right here. I know what happens when you post this up here, and this is it. People know it's a rev share. But here's the thing. It's been a while since there's really been a really, really big rev share. Traffic Monsoon was really the last one. And because of Traffic Monsoon success, the other ones had jumped out at about the same time. So traffic exchanges were killing Facebook. They're not now. They're not. So I've got a whole generation of people now who don't know what this is. So I thought I'd give it a try. But before, it was right here. I had this one. And I had no problem showing proof of income that could have been universal for anything, because it's really is universal. If I decide, in 6 months from now, something like I want to start another business, or whatever, may be doing, I could still use these to grab attention and then talk good about the business in here. And it works. It's universal. Believe me. If an ad worked a year ago, it'll work now. To be honest, it really will. But like I said, if Traffic Hurricane wind up getting 3 million people in it, it's going to grab some stupid amount of attention, and people are going to know what this is. But for right now, nobody on Facebook's really promoting this. Very, very few people that do like I do. So I think I could run with it. But see, that's what I'm saying. If I posted this on this Facebook account right here in the groups, and all my friends that saw me that know that I'm successful in online business, they're going to say, oh, okay, this is it. This is how you do it. Or worse, they'll even steal my images and stuff like that. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised. I had somebody steal my image so bad that when I went to go to post a picture, it showed it was them as the name underneath it. He'd been stealing my image for so long. So the people are crazy like that. So I've learned the best thing to do is to keep it separate. And besides, when I'm trying things to see if it works, these people automatically assume that everything I put out there is going to work for some reason, and they'll want to duplicate it. I don't want them to get that opinion, because I'm just like everybody else, y'all. I throw ads out there to see what happens. I want to learn from it. When I'm throwing it out there, what am I learning? That first of all, I need to make sure I'm doing it at the correct times, because if you do it at a bad time, then you're not going to learn from it. You could have had something great and you did it in the wrong time, and it's just not going to get no attention. So you make sure you're posting at times that you know are the hottest for you at your location. For me, that's before 2 o'clock in the evening and after 5 p.m. 7 p.m. is a must for anybody who's in this to 9 p.m., 11 p.m., right on up to early, early morning. You can get ridiculous amount of lead numbers using this, doing what I'm talking about. But in the daytime between 2 and 5, I would buy that time to go pick my little boy up, and it just worked out perfectly. So a lot of times my downline would come pick me up also. 55 leads right here, not too bad. Yesterday I reached 100 Traffic Hurricane earnings, and I've got 21 more sitting right here. So it's almost 11 o'clock, so it's not doing too bad. And let's see here. Let's see how many Traffic Hurricane. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 pre-80 soon. Let me delete this one here, here, here. Okay, here we go. So it is the 19th. So let's go about right here. One, two, let's see, where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 621, somewhere in the ballparks. Maybe a month and a day or two, something like that. So it's not missing by too far. But when I get to 1,000, that's really what my goal is. I love to see these get things, really up to the 100, back to back to back, and just see months of nothing but this. That's when growth really goes crazy. That's when it really builds up. So anyhow, y'all, just want to let you know, don't think you got to have the perfect ad. Just like I said, I think finding something you believe in, being sincere about it, is what people are looking for. That's really what they're looking for. I built over 8,000, a list of over 8,000 people in 6 months, with mainly using images like this that meant something to me, and posting things that were important. And then no, I didn't just do, like I said, just the touchy feelies. I went out there and did some things that was like listen, alert, grab attention, anything that I thought that should work, and see if it worked, and then post images like this, or something like this. And y'all, I made about half of this with Photo Grid on my phone. You got to realize I used my phone before I used my laptop to learn, so I really learned how to, come up with some pretty good color things like this. But you can't look at that without it grabbing your attention. That's just a bunch of colors. It really is. This is a really pretty one, I think it is. And here's something that's really cool, y'all. Once you got an ad that works really good for you, and let's say this does work, all I got to do is go back in here. I can remove this. All this is movable. It's constant. In other words, I could go back, change the color of this, change this. I could do anything I want to do, and then just update it with a new image and put a line around it to clean it up so it matches it, and I'm done. I literally could hold my breath, take an image, put it up here, and update this picture if I wanted to. It does not take long at all. So it does help to learn how to use stuff like this. Canva lets you use some of these images, but you got the name in here. So what I do sometimes is, if I really, really want something, a lot of times I don't even worry about if it's something like this, but that stood out. So what I'll do is I'll take the image, I'll take a screenshot of it, then I'll take it to Paint. And when I get to Paint, I will clean it up. I'll go inside of here and just edit it out. I'll copy and paste parts of it to come over here and then clean it. And time you're done, hell, nobody even notices it. That's what I'm saying. It looks really clean, and nobody even notices that because it looks more like a reflection or something like that. Anyhow, y'all, just want to let you know, Traffic Hurricane is a beast of a business. I'm trying to get to 100 active members. I have got 78, which is already logged out. That'll be okay. This was just a few minutes ago, so I've got 70 active members. Cash links here, y'all, are ridiculous. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that. This bad boy here is growing like crazy. I did over $1 yesterday. I think I made $3 from this right by itself. This alone, right by itself, every month, y'all, just the cash links can take care of my $71 a month water bill that we have. And I know it may not say it much, but hell, that's awesome for something that's entirely free. You know what I'm saying? Just from people clicking, and it's only going to get better and bigger and bigger. I've never seen a business that has cash links like this. It is absolutely incredible. So click the link down below if you're not in Traffic Hurricane, y'all. If you're in Traffic Hurricane and you really want to take this to the next level, like I said, where you got all these landing pages, sales pages, and I'm constantly working on it. Things that I know that's going to help it convert better is what I'm about, what I'm doing. I add new videos into it, try new things and things of that nature. Same way, I know I'm not going to quit, just want to make things better. And by doing so, I think it really helps everybody, not just me, it's the whole group, in general with conversions. So if you need Power Lead Systems, click down below, go to page 2. It says get your sales page, and that'll take you to get everything set up. And I got a training page built inside as well. So if you need anything, y'all, just let us know. Sign up, get friend me on Facebook, and we'll get into the Facebook group, Action Taker Success Group. I'll personally welcome you there. And there's nothing better than this. I'm gonna tell you. Appreciate it.